Greetings, you bad motherfuckers. It's Wednesday, the 5th of fucking January. The joint is brought to you by Stamps.com. Listen to me. If I got a small business, so there's nothing more valuable than my time. Stamps.com makes it easy to mail and ship right from your computer so you don't have to waste time and make trips to the fucking post office. Now you can save time and money with Stamps.com. You can send letters, packages for less, with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and much more. My wife's been with Stamps.com for over 10 years now. When it comes to merch, business stuff, shipping, Stamps.com is number one. You just put the stuff in a bag, lift up the little horn on the mailbox, and the mailman will pick it up. Since 1998, Stamps.com has brought you the service of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS shipping right to your computer. All you need is a computer and a standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. Within minutes, you're up and running, printing postage for any letter, package, anywhere. Once the mail is ready, you schedule a pickup. That's it. No traffic, no lines, nobody breathing on your neck, and there's no risk. So do me a favor. Save time and money with Stamps.com. And with my promo code JOEY, J-O-E-Y, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top at the homepage, and type in Joey. That's Stamps.com, promo code Joey. Never go to the post office again when you get Stamps.com. The joint is also brought to you by CBD Lion. Whether you have an old injury, anxiety, muscle aches, CBD Lion has something for you. Go to CBDLion.com and look at the third-party lab results. Read, learn about the advantages of CBD. CBN's making a big comeback. Well, they're not making a comeback. They've been here. They're just growing and growing and growing. More people are aware of it. But CBD, CBN, CBY, go to CBD Lion. Read all you can. And whatever you need, whether it's the cream, whether it's the capsules, whether it's the tincture, whether it's the CBD Lion tape, the bath balls, CBD Lion's got you. And they're coming out with a new line of CBD cigarettes, hemp cigarettes. I'm waiting on all the information now. Go to their website and let's get the party started. CBD Lion, pressing Joey, joint, and get 10% off delivered right to your motherfucking house. And from the heart of New Jersey, the joint is brought to you by DraftKings. Listen, I told you Monday, it's the final week of pro football. But college football is heading into the national championship, and DraftKings is an unbelievable offer to finish out the year, because then you got the playoffs and the Super Bowl. New customers, just bet $5 on any football team to win. If they do, you win $200 in free bets. So let's wind down the season with a big win. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, no problems. Everybody can play DraftKings Daily Fantasy Football Contest for huge cash prizes. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at $1 million in total prizes with their first deposit. So it's that easy. DraftKings is also giving you a free shot at $1 million with the fantasy sports. I got confused there for a second, but it don't matter. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook now. Use promo code Joey, J-O-E-Y, and let's have a good time. You bet $5 on any football team, they win, you win $200 in free bets if they're victorious. It's that easy. You have a good time. Listen, they got so much stuff on DraftKings. From the social thing to the stats hub, you learn, you have a great time. Just use promo code Joey this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. You got to be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only, new customers only, minimum $5 deposit and a $1 wager required. One per customer, restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Now, if you got a gambling problem, I want you to take care of it. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. But if not, head over to DraftKings Sportsbook, download it, and let's win some motherfucking geeters. Let's get this party started on a Wednesday fucking morning here.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Joey's in the back.
Check, 1, 2.
Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? It's the 5th of January. Sorry about Sunday's podcast. I was rushing it. I was just excited to see you motherfuckers. As you can tell, the studio's not fucking even done yet. I haven't even started this COVID as I'm getting headaches. That's it. I'm done with everything. I've been going to the gym. I'm doing all the regular shit. But I've been waking up with headaches in the middle of the night, so I got to call into the doctor, see what the fuck is going on. My wife looked it up. It's the end of the COVID fucking whole thing. But man, this headache holds you down. But it's a beautiful fucking day to be alive. We're here. We're fucking queer. A lot of shit's been happening lately, man. And I'm adding it all. Like, I did not see it. For a year, I felt really guilty about what I was going through, whatever the fuck it was, you know, not being able to focus and having no desire to do shit. You know, it was like a cross between like a depression and anxiety, whatever. Who knows what it was. I started journaling. You know, I started talking to my loved ones a lot more, and I got myself a little back. I'm a little bit better, you know, but I'm looking around in the world, man, and it's fucking nuts. And it's crazier than ever. You know, somebody told me the other day on like Patreon that they're really worried about their kids' world. You know, they're upset because they don't know what type of world they're going to leave their kids in. And I'll tell you, I don't know. It's not looking fucking good. You know, it's not a good fucking world when I make a Betty White joke 3 days after she's dead and fucking Facebook fucking bans me for fucking, I don't know. I went to post something this morning and it said, first off, they sent me, all I wrote was Betty White is dead and I don't feel so good myself. It's a beautiful day, whatever the fuck I wrote. And they wrote back that I had broke the compliance for guidelines of violence. And so they said, do you want to challenge it? And I go, yeah, I'll fucking challenge it. I didn't say nothing wrong. I've been saying the same shit on there for 10 fucking years. Just a different person. And let me ask you guys, when I say that I'm not feeling good, it's a joke. It's a joke for everybody. Like, you know, Betty White is dead and I don't feel so good myself. It all started with Elvis is dead and I don't feel so good myself. So every time somebody else dies, you just throw that name in as a reference. So please, when I write that shit, don't say get well, because that's not what I'm writing. It's just a fucking stupid fucking joke, you know? But for Facebook to fucking take that down, like I woke up to that Tuesday morning and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like this, I'm off for that statement, but that's the thing. And then I wake up and Rogan's not on Twitter no more. He's on Getcha, whatever the fuck it is, because Trump's people, listen, it's a crazy fucking world. You know, I know they ripped his videos down. I know Sam's living in, you know, he's living as a fucking hidden man. You know, everybody, listen, you could put, I had the understanding that you could put whatever the fuck you want down on Twitter and Facebook, but you just couldn't fucking say something about COVID on there. You know, it doesn't do the COVID guidelines. We don't know what we're talking about. Whatever, that's fine. It's like Twitter has become like a fucking bar on the Lower East Side. No politics and no religion. You can't talk that shit on there. That's what Twitter, yeah, that's what Twitter has become. I mean, you know, me, I got to be honest with you. I'd love to switch over to Getter. Mike set me up with a little account. Maybe I'll switch over there before I get thrown off. But listen, I'm to the point in my life when you throw me off, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not fucking arguing with you no more. You know, listen, it's a different world. It's changing. The internet's fucking changing. It was crazy for a long fucking time. We had a good time, but the party's over. No more guys blowing horses and shit. You know, I went into the deep web about a week ago. They told me to go fuck myself in the deep web. They're not even doing nothing any over there anymore. Sure, now I fucking start the podcast. Now the guy could call me for a Zoom. That's the way life turns out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, who gives a fuck? We're here, we're queer. It's Wednesday morning and I'm feeling fucking good. And then, you know, we all saw what happened on Sunday. I cracked a joke about it. Thank God I didn't get punished for that one. You know, Antonio Brown pulled the Burt, fucking took his shirt off at Jet Stadium. Let me tell you something. It was fucking cold that day. I was at Jimmy's watching the fucking game, and we're watching Antonio Brown, and I was almost sent an Uber for that motherfucker. I was like, damn, Antonio Brown's in Jersey. Let's get this motherfucker over and experiment with him. But after watching that, you know what it reminded me of, guys? I don't know if you guys remember when Martin Lawrence was found on Ventura Boulevard with a gun with no shirt on, yelling, maybe 20 years ago. You know, he was under stress and shit like that. I love Martin Lawrence, so you can't say nothing bad to me about that dude. But it's just really weird that you're seeing these people going fucking nuts, you know. And I got to be honest with you, man. The other day, my friend called me. They can't find tests. And I got to be fucking strictly honest with you. I got a call from a buddy of mine saying that, you know, he couldn't find the test, that he went to a supermarket in Jersey and they wanted $40 for a test. And I go, you know, that's what the world is coming to now, you know. And I hung up the phone with him and I was like, how much shit can Americans keep fucking taking? How much shit can we keep taking? You know, you wake up, I make a Betty White joke, they throw me off of fucking Facebook. I go visit my family at the airport, I'm there 2 hours and they cancel my flight and I gotta sit there all fucking day. I can't get COVID test, you know, you can't get everything you want for fucking Christmas. There's nothing on the fucking shelves. We're getting horrible information on a daily. We don't even know. We get a vaccine, we get COVID. You get a booster, you get COVID. Who the fuck knows anymore? America is fucking suffering. Like, we're getting beat up on a daily. Listen, I've been beat up all my fucking life, so I'm used to it. I don't give a fuck. I just got out of the comedy world where you get beat up every fucking day for everything you think about. But as a human being, I'm looking around me and I'm like, what? When does this end? You know, I woke up Monday morning and it was 40 degrees. It was cloudy. It was dark. All of a sudden, we got a text, no school. No school because it's a snow day on Monday. You know, here's my, do you have any idea what this house went through during COVID? I mean, listen, it was a great holiday. You know, I know people have it worse. Some people were in the fucking hospital for Christmas, so I'm not crying. But for a week, nobody would play with her. Nobody would play with her. You know, we were marked like the fucking bastards on the block, you know. She could play outside with the neighbors because they were going through some COVID-y shit, but she didn't get to, you know, we did Christmas here, and it was great, but she didn't see her friends over the fucking holidays. It was cold on these fucking streets. That's number one. Number two, you know, I had COVID, and I couldn't drop it. I wasn't going to keep it a secret, you know, and let my daughter go out there and spread that shit. That's the biggest fear I have. Today I was supposed to go to, or yesterday I was supposed to go to a place and work out with a friend of mine. He has a guest pass. He goes, I really want you to do this workout. And I go, you know what, man? I'm feeling a little fucking off. Like, I'm not 100%. I want to double check. God, like even Mike, you know, me and Mike spoke about him coming on Sunday last week, and we were like, nah, because he's got kids, you know. So the last thing I want to do is fucking spread some. So I canceled that. I go, I don't want to go in there just in case. Now listen, I know I'm not contagious since like the 5th day. I think the day after I got the monocormial, whatever the fuck it is, that day I saw the nurse do something with a mask, and I said, why are you taking it off? She goes, listen, you're not really contagious today. Like after 5 days, you're not really contagious, or whatever she said. So my daughter didn't get it. My wife didn't get it. Mike hasn't gotten it yet. So we don't know what the fuck to expect. But I don't know. I see people getting beat up, and we're just taking it. Like, we're just taking it. We're not turning around and yelling. We're not doing nothing. Like, we just take it. Like, we just either turn the TV off or fucking hang up the phone or shut the computer down. But every day, this is wearing on us. So when you see Antonio Brown do something like that, listen, I was laughing my fucking ass off, okay? I'm the first guy that was laughing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, you know. But after reviewing that and seeing what my man Tom Brady said, the baddest white man that ever lived, he even trumps Jesus after Sunday. Yeah, Tom Brady's on a league of his own. But even when he came out, I looked into that and I'm like, yeah, people are going through wild shit. Look at what's going on at airports and shit. People are just pounding each other. People are pounding each other. And you know what, man? I'm the bigger the man, the bigger the mistake. I was wrong about a lot of things during this time. You know, I didn't, you know, I look at these guys bashing. Everybody's getting bashed. Whether, if you do a vaccine, if you don't do a vaccine, if you fuck, you know, everybody's getting bashed for something. If you do a show, I saw Neil Young is mad at performers because they're touring. I had the same issues myself. But you know what? I started thinking about it, and wait a second, guy. These people are our only entertainment. These people are the only fucking break that we get right now. That's it. When we go to a concert or you go to a movie like last week, fucking Spider-Man made $50 billion fucking dollars. Nobody gave a fuck about COVID. You know, everybody wanted to go see Spider-Man. Let me tell you something. It's not that people wanted to go see Spider-Man. It's that they needed entertainment. They need something. You know what? The drugs ain't working no more. They've been doing drugs for 2 fucking years. I mean, I talked to my ex-drug dealer about a month ago. The cocaine has gone off the roof. And then now people are running out of money, so they're going from coke to that shit you speed. The speed, the meth, whatever, crank, I don't fucking know. So that's never a good fucking choice right there in your career. Once you do crank, you just got a couple fucking days left after that. So I see the drug use. I see the pain on people's faces. You know, I'm watching these, you know, I go on Instagram and just to check and look, you know, and guys, it don't look good. I see a lot of people faking the funk. And that's fine, but that catches up with you. You know, I tried to fake the funk for years. It catches fucking up with you, man. You can't keep smiling every fucking day like nothing's dumping on you. We're getting dumped on a fucking daily basis. I don't know if this is planned. I don't know if this is a conspiracy. I don't give a fuck what it is, but I know that as Americans right now, man, look what happened last week. So you fucking live all year. You know, everybody's jumping up and down. You went to see Guns N' Roses. You went to Atlantic City. You went here. You went there. You went to baseball games. And the thing that you want to do the most, spend time with your family over the holidays, now became a fucking hurdle. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. In 1983, I thought I was cute, and I decided to take a plane from Colorado or something to whatever. Sure enough, we got 12 inches of snow the day I wanted to fly. I think it was Thanksgiving '83. I made when I was living in Snowmass. That was the first time I ever went home. I was excited as fuck. And let me tell you something. So I got in the plane Wednesday. I didn't get home with all the delays and shit. I didn't get back to Jersey till Thursday. And then I left like Sunday, and I didn't get back to Colorado till fucking Monday because, yeah, I landed in Denver, but I had to get to Aspen. And that flight always got fucking canceled if you had the 8 o'clock flight. And you had to actually stay on the fucking airport and fucking sleep. But it was different back then. The bar stayed open. I would put my cocaine in a locker. Fucking, I swear to God, they had those lockers like in Get Shorty, where you hid the coke and Get Shorty and shit. I would hide my coke in there, go to a bar, have 3 drinks, go back. One night I dropped 100 in quarters because I kept going back and forth, opening up the fucking coke at $2 a fucking shot to open up the locker. So, it's the truth, man. I fucking went off one night. I remember one night I got caught at that. I used to get caught at Denver Airport all the time. I got caught there all the fucking time. And I got to be honest with you, I look forward to it. Because the bars were open, chicks were there, you could talk to. I remember one time I met like a music mogul. You think I'm fucking kidding you? I started giving this guy coke and shit. We started talking. He's telling me about the bands. I'm not fucking kidding you. He had like the Beastie Boys. He had some big ass bands. He had pictures with the Beastie Boys. He showed me the contracts. You know, he was going to California or something like that. We both got delayed in Denver. I was going to Aspen. He was a connecting flight. We talked for hours. I remember I called him the next day. He's like, who? Nah, it wasn't no Rick Rubin. It was some white dude that was powerful. But the next day I'm like, hey, remember me? And he's like, get the fuck out of here. I wasn't even into fucking comedy then or anything. This is '83. I just met him at the airport and I got him all coked up till like the fucking morning, and he gave me his number and I'm like, fuck, I'm in the music industry now, Jack. I'm going to join a band. I'm going to play the ukulele. I called this motherfucker. He's like, what? I go, no, listen, man, I wanted to fucking talk to you about the music. He goes, get the fuck out of here. He just hung up on me. I knew nothing. No, what happened was this. I had a fucking idea. I was at a hotel one day and like 80-something hanging out, and some big black dude was there, and we were talking. He was telling me, I swear to God, I had this conversation with him, guys. He was telling me he produced rap music and all this shit. And I remember looking him in the face and going, dog, we need a white rapper. And we talked about it at this hotel for like an hour, white rapper. I never saw him again. Then 2 months later, Eminem popped out, and I looked like a fucking asshole. You know, all the Beastie Boys popped out. Because, yeah, this is 82. I don't even think the Beastie Boys came out like 85 or something like that. So, but, you know, the more I look around, man, I'm like, something's got to fucking break. I'm very excited. I'm down here in South Jersey, surrounded by trees, bears, and Italian people from Staten Island. I'm good. But I don't even try to go up fucking north. I mean, it's just, I got to go up there tomorrow for a fucking wake. And guys, it's the last thing I want to fucking do. It's the last thing I want to fucking do. I just watched somebody talking about wakes. Oh, Steve Sharippa was talking to David Chase about wakes, that he fucking hated wakes. He hated all the wakes in The Sopranos, blah, 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 blah. That's the only thing I agree with The Sopranos. When you move to Jersey, you go to a lot of fucking wakes. They're huge here. People love their wakes. They love them. Me, I think they're the creepiest fucking things in the world. And I'll be honest with you, after my mother died, I know you heard that little underground burp. It was tremendous. My wife made I went to the gym today, and my wife had leftover pot roast with short ribs in it for flavor. God damn. I ate the last 2 little short ribs. I'm ready to go. When we first busted it out, I didn't find any today because Mike was coming, his family. I didn't want to blow him out of the water. But she put a bunch of garlic in there, and they didn't blow up. They just like halfway, like it's halfway, like I don't know. So she gave them to me the first day she made it last night. She's like, oh, look at my thing. I got so much garlic. I go, is this what this is? What happened to it? It just blew up. Let me tell you something. I ate every fucking garlic clove. Last night we were watching Guy Fieri's fucking Diners, Dives or something. I got excited about something. I blew a fart. My daughter even went like, what the fuck is that? She didn't say, what the fuck is that smell? She goes, Dad, it smells really bad down here. What was that? I go, that's a tremendous garlic fart. I mean, it was horrible. I took 2 garlic farts, and after that I took a dump, and I was done with the garlic, and I'm like, I'm not going to eat any more garlic because Mike is coming tomorrow. I haven't been farting in the podcast because I don't know. I think my asshole just loved Lee, and he just wanted to fart for fucking Lee, you know. That was it. Poor Lee. He's still recovering from his fucking vacation in hell. That's what I said. Like, even somebody like Lee, sweetheart of a guy, you know, never wants to beat nobody. He goes to Mexico to take his girlfriend on a fucking trip, and it sucks dick. Like, I don't know what he paid for the vacation, but I know it wasn't cheap. So now you go, he's back, he was cracked. I mean, he called me immediately when he got back. He was a little bit more cracked than he was on the podcast. He was a little warped on the podcast. Remember, he was like the podcast straight, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. But he's a sweetheart of a guy. But even somebody like him, it's like Mike. Mike is a working guy. You know, he takes his wife out. It's a big fucking deal for him to go to Mexico. It's a big fucking deal. They saved a year. They put away shit. They had to get baby care. And then you go to fucking Mexico. The food tastes like fucking Mexican feet. It smells down there. He was telling me all the shit that was wrong with it. I mean, how much can Americans take? Last year they sat down for fucking... you know, you sat down for fucking 18 months you were in the fucking house dreaming of going on a fucking vacation. First off, you look at the fucking prices. I don't know if you check prices. What are they doing to Americans? What the fuck are they doing to Americans? When I got to New Jersey, gas was $2.04, pushing. That means if I went on the 9 and took a mile ride down, I would see a gallon for $1.95. It's some fucking Hindu gas station. The gas is cut like fucking bad cocaine. They cut it with fentanyl and shit. God knows what they're putting in there. But it was still $1.95. I'll tell you what, we're going to hit $400. We're going to hit $4 before the year's over. What does that do to people's fucking, you know, I mean, what does that do? All these little, we're just getting beat up as Americans right now. And listen, I'm not complaining. Like I said, I've been beat up all my life. But when does it fucking end? We should catch a little break. What do you think? I was the only guy that had I can't say I had a shitty holiday, but you think I was the only guy that was stuck at home for the holidays with COVID? I know 10 other fucking people. That breaks you a little bit. Didn't break me, because what would I give a fuck at this point in the game? I've already jumped up and down for Christmases for fucking goddamn years. But it affected a lot of fucking people. You know, now, what about you live in Jersey or any other place? You wake up on Monday, they close your school remote. You know what it's like to have your fucking kid at home for 3 weeks? Listen, I love Mercy. I love my daughter. I love kids in the neighborhood. But kids need to fucking go out. Kids need to socialize. Kids need to play sports. Kids need to do so many more things than we do. If not, I mean, listen, if it's between her and I, she eats and I don't. I got 50 pounds of fucking fat on me. I could live for fucking ever. But that's the way I go. I want her to have a fucking good life. I'd rather fucking live in a closet and have a great bedroom and all that shit. But I think these kids are feeling. Again, remote for fucking 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know, thank God our school's going to stay open and she gets in to socialize. And you know what? If a kid gets fucking COVID, they're not pushing the fuck. Listen, if kids were dying from COVID, I wouldn't have my daughter out there. I wouldn't have my fucking daughter out there banging it out every goddamn day. Okay, I would have her at home. But guess what? Kids aren't dying from fucking COVID. I know 3 kids right now that have COVID. They have a slight fucking headache and little fucking sniffles. They could have gone back to school, but they took city tests on Saturday and Friday, and it's registered with the city. So now the school's taking them out for 10 fucking days. So, you know, it doesn't. We're not winning in this. And yes, it's a bad pandemic. I don't know how many people are fucking dying anymore. I don't believe nothing. And I love America. We always have yeah, but listen, COVID. Yeah, but nobody's in the hospital. Nobody's dying. You know, we always have a fucking excuse. You know what? I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I know that right now we just need to be pushing. We need to stick to our shit. Like, I woke up a little bots Tuesday morning. And I got to be honest with you. I'm not in my, Elvis is dead and I don't feel so good myself today. I'm a little shaken. I don't know about my future. What the fuck I'm going to do? I don't know about my daughter's future. All I know is that I have to get up every morning, give them love, crack a few fucking jokes here and there, be here for my daughter, be here for my wife, and just stick close to the fucking house. And that's what I've been doing. I don't want to do dick anymore. I'm to that age now where I enjoy being close to the house. I got tons of buddies close by. I got tons of businesses that I frequent and I have a great time at. I don't need to go to New York City, but what if I had to? What if I had to for fucking work and I had to take a bus every day and walk in the city and because they're stabbing motherfuckers over there on a daily basis. I don't give a fuck what they're telling you. See, this is what happens. I'm going to talk to you guys about what happens. When you live in California and I get home at 6 or whatever fucking time I get home and I put the TV on, I watch the news. You know how many times I've called Mike or Mercy's godfather, James, or one of my friends and said, hey, this is really going on in New York City. And they're like, what are you talking about? We don't even know what you're talking about. Well, I'm just sitting here watching the news and it's telling me that, I don't know, people fucking get hit with head with chairs in New York City. They'll tell you, no, that's not happening. And then you move on. And I would get calls from people in Jersey or New York City or Boston when I lived in California telling me the same. Hey, you okay? Why? What happened? Oh, this happened in L.A. Are you, how are the fires? Are you packed up? Did your house blow the fire? No. But we're told the wrong information on both fucking coasts. They show you what they want to see you. I don't even know where I was going with this. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you wake up in the morning with the best intentions. That's what I do. I don't know what the day's going to take me anymore. I don't have a fucking day job. I don't have a comedy job anymore. I don't need to go to a fucking audition. There's no more fucking auditions where you used to go down and talk to the studio heads. They don't want you in there. So my life has been thrown for a fucking loop also. I enjoyed auditions. When you're a comic and you go to an audition, that's your whole day. I'm trying to look to see. I lost my insurance through SAG this year. Uncle Joey's got no insurance. Neither does Sharon Stone. I don't feel too fucking bad if Sharon Stone missed fucking insurance this year with SAG. A bunch of people don't have SAG insurance. You don't even want to know what I have to pay for a family plan for SAG insurance. You guys want to know why I'm getting into the weed business? Because I got to pay for fucking insurance. Insurance is fucking steep. But all that aside, when I joined the Screen Actors Guild, in 1997. I remember I had to go to you have to go like a fucking, what do you call those things where you go and they tell you itinerary, I don't know. You have to, once you join the union, they have like these things to welcome you in. And they tell you about all the benefits associated with SAG. I was told this to me, guys. I was told that if I hit 45 years old, and I was always level 2, because they, whatever the fuck you call it, you, after you're in the union 10 years, they call it something. I forget right now. Too many years of smoking dope. Like a teacher? Yeah, like you earned that. So after 10 years or tenure, after 10 years or 45 years old, you get level 2 for the rest of your life. What's level 2? Level 1 is great insurance. No, level 2 is great insurance, except you get vision, mental health, 2 chiropractors a month, and something else, like once a month or something like that. That's level 1 insurance. But level 2 insurance ain't bad. I got surgeries on level 2 insurance. I fucking got glasses. Oh, I didn't get glasses on level 2 insurance. I got something else. My hearing aids on level 2 insurance. I got level 2 insurance isn't bad. Sorry about that. I got to take a little fucking vapor break. I got to keep the fucking lungs healthy. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep moving. Somebody asked me today, how did you use reefer in your therapy for COVID? Are you fucking retarded? I didn't use, what do you think? I went to WebMD and said, how the fuck can I get reefer into my therapy? I just didn't smoke, and I smoked at night when I needed it. I was a little scared of smoking. But I got to be honest with you, it helped. Listen, I've always been into smoking when I got a flu or something like that. You know why? You ever take a hit off a fucking good joint and you start coughing and shit and start drooling and shit goes everywhere? That's actually pretty good for your fucking lungs. Did you know that? That when you cough like that, it's actually good for your fucking lungs. I did not know that. I'm not saying if you smoke 29,000 Marlboro Reds every day, you fucking, you know. No, I'm talking about if you cough, it's good for you. It's good for you. So that's what I used it as. It wasn't therapeutic. I smoked to get high, to watch TV at night, to fall asleep. Because I'm to the point in my life now where, since I'm not a fucking gavone anymore, smoking 24/7, I could smoke. In fact, I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. I don't even know when the last time I smoked a joint was. I've been hitting that bubbler for the last 3 weeks. When you have great weed, if you got Laughing Gas or any of their products from Ice Cream Shop or anything like that, and you take 3 hits off that bubbler. I mean, listen, 3 hits could kill the regular human. I'm not lying to you. That thing hits like a fucking savage. But if you take 3 hits of that, I'm pretty fucking good for the rest of the night. I swear to God. I got to go upstairs and get a bag of something at some point, which is always a great fucking sign. You know, Doritos, which I'll do once every 2 weeks or something like that. I'll try to drink like a protein shake or a fucking milkshake. That's my speed, or a milkshake. A fucking apple, a couple apples. I've been into apples again. I bought a bunch of fruit. My wife, I go, honey, buy a bunch of fruit. When I got the COVID, I go, just, you know, get some nice little fruit. Dog, I had to throw it all away. The only thing that was good were the fucking blueberries. That's it. Everything. Nothing tastes like shit. Everything. And then listen, I didn't lose my taste with COVID. But like everything was raw. Like not raw, but it was like, I had melon, not that good. I had a watermelon, not that good. I got some strawberries. They didn't even fucking taste like strawberries. The blueberries are really fucking good, and they're good antioxidants and all that shit. And the apples are good. But all the other fucking, what else did I get? I got like a melon, a watermelon, and there was something else. I didn't get a mango. I couldn't find a fucking mango. And it's so funny how living in Jersey is completely different from California. When you live in California, everybody gives you tamales for Christmas. I used to give away tamales between Silent Bob, couple other Mexican dudes. They would drop off 10 Rick Ramos. They would drop off 10 pork fucking tamales. And then you bumped into a lady selling them. There's always a woman selling them. I couldn't get a fucking tamale in New Jersey. I got Coquito like a motherfucker. You ever drink Coquito? I got a bottle here. Coquito is a Puerto Rican coconut with rum type drink. A little, it's like Puerto Rican eggnog. That's what Coquito is. It's Puerto Rican eggnog. I bought 2 bottles to support this blue. My friend's father's a cop, and he sells them for police officers, so I bought 2 bottles. The first night I had COVID, I couldn't fall asleep. I was like, fuck. I read somewhere that if you take, I didn't know I had COVID at that point. I can't lie to you motherfuckers. I had no idea I had COVID at that point. But I read somewhere if you take like a milky protein, and the shit I take to sleep, the kids, what do you give your kids to sleep when they're sneezing and shit? No, the other shit that puts them the fuck out for hours. Benadryl. Oh, 3 or 4 Benadryls, just sleep like a fucking baby. Too bad I outgrew it now. I got 2 upstairs I might drop this afternoon and take a quick little nappy noodle. But I took, it said a milky protein and some Benadryl. And I'm like, I got Benadryl. And I got like milk. I could put protein powder in it. But wait a second, I got Coquito. So I went upstairs. I opened that bottle of fucking Coquito. Now my buddy made me a bottle. That was no bueno. I love him to death, Eddie, Lisa, great people. But that motherfucker had so much rum in it. I drank a little bit of it and I got fucked up. So I couldn't do that one. I had to be a mild-mannered one. I went upstairs. I opened up one of those blue bottles of Coquito. I brought it down here. I took my fucking, whatever the fuck you call them, Benadryl. Dog, I was taking little sips of that Coquito. I ended up drinking the whole fucking bottle. I looked at the bottle. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to do 29,000 sit-ups tomorrow because this puts a lot of weight on you between the alcohol, the fucking the rum, the cream. There's heavy cream in there, coconut milk, God knows what else is in there, Puerto Rican toenails. I don't know what the fuck was in there. I drank that motherfucker, and I could look you all in the eye. I was not drunk. I was just fucking constipated. I don't know what the rum did to me. I don't know if rum don't work on. I'm Cuban. Rum don't do shit. I got so much rum in my veins from my grandparents and shit. It doesn't even affect me. But I drank that bottle one night. Fucking delicious. But the next day, dog, I felt like barfing all fucking day. I didn't even touch the eggnog. Like, my wife bought American eggnog, and I would look at it every day like, I can't wait to have fucking eggnog. Maybe throw a little something in there. I don't know what to throw in there. I like it just straight with a glass with ice cubes. Oh, delicious. I didn't even drink the fucking eggnog because I drank so much fucking Coquito. I felt fucking guilty from drinking an eggnog. So I was like, I got to give the fucking Coquito a break. But, man, it's January fucking 5th, and I feel, I don't feel like my feet are on the ground. Like, it's just been such a wild fucking week so far. Like, I went to CVS. It looks like Mad Max in there. There's nothing on the fucking shelves, you know. I'm running behind on stuff. I ordered some albums. I just got a fucking note 2 days ago. The albums are running 10 days late. I don't know where the fuck they are stuck. I got some pretty cool albums on eBay. I just wanted to take a chance and see what was out there. Not on eBay. I ordered some albums on one of the sites on there. Somebody sent me a site with like heavy metal albums and shit. Like I got like Judas Priest, the one that came out in '80, British Steel. That's a hard one to find in good shape. I think I got one there, but this one was the original one or whatever, so I pay a little extra dough for it just to sprucing up the fucking album of the week, just to get that going a little bit more because my 2 album shops closed. I'm waiting for this artist to have he has a fucking viewing every January. Jimmy took me last year. That's where I got the Guns N' Roses, and I think I got something else. No, I got the Led Zeppelin big one from the Garden in '77. And I got something else. Jimmy ended up getting, it was right after Van Halen died. Jimmy got a tremendous Eddie Van Halen with him drinking champagne. Fucking tremendous. We went there. We spent 2 or 3 hours. I remember it was in the middle of COVID. I had to wear my mask. I just found the pictures the other day, the decade that rocked. He took, yeah. He took the pictures from Umfug and all that shit, you know, from that one club in the city. Great. Just fucking great. So I'm waiting for him to see if they do that music screening this year. What was the name of it? And here's the funny thing about that guy. The guy this photographer, like I've had the pleasure of interviewing photographers the last couple years and stuff. They're interesting motherfuckers. Very interesting. You know, they tell you this, like this guy here, I forget what his name is. He was in, I just saw him. That one night I was watching the Rick James documentary, he spent 3 weeks with Rick James and had to take pictures of him and shit. That's why I want to see him, because I want to ask him about Rick James. The last time I saw this guy, the photographer, was, we did, remember I did Ozzy's Boneyard for New Year's Eve last year. He was on deck after me. But the thing about photographers, man, they got balls of steel. Whether it's the guy I had on, I can't remember what his name on, before I left L.A., great guy. His wife was my coach. He was like Guns N' Roses guitarist. He was also, he had that video we put on. This was the weirdest podcast we did, because he did the podcast, and on the way out, he goes, hey, put that video on. And we put a video on. It was him with Jimmy Page and Aerosmith. And we're like, why didn't you tell us this during the podcast?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I never really thought of it. I go, all right. So he went home, and I called him. I said, listen, the podcast didn't work. Come back tomorrow and do it again. And this time, open up with that fucking video so people know that you're a fucking savage, you know. And he told his story. But this guy had a tremendous story about being 15 and sticking the cameras in his, buying oversized jeans and sticking the cameras in his jeans, and the extra little black containers of film. They used to be these little black containers when we were kids. Like, if you bought a bag of weed, you got it in an envelope, but if you were really cool, you got it in one of those fucking film containers. I know a lot of you young guys don't know what I'm talking about, but some of the old goats like me know what the fuck I'm talking about. They would, if you went to the city to buy weed in those days, they'd give you a yellow manila envelope, a small one, and it had a mark of where the weed was going to be filled to. But if you got a good dealer, he'd fill it up a little fucking more for you, and you wrapped it up, and that was the end of that. If you were really cool, you sold weed in little film canisters. Oh, my God. I still remember bringing the film canisters home. People like, where'd you get those? You were like the cool kid on the block for like an hour until they realized you were a dunce.
Ross Halfin?
Rob Halfin.
Ross Halfin.
What's his name? Ross.
Ross Halfin?
Ross Halfin.
I think.
No.
That's one of the good guys.
Yeah, this guy was on. He did he took all these pictures. Sorry if I'm turning fucked up. I got a little bit of a migraine headache. I had to take a couple Tylenols and relax before Mike came here today. But listen, headaches, fucking toe jam, fungi toe, whatever it is. 800 milligrams of THC, 2,000 milligrams of THC. I try to always show up, man. I got a fucking headache. You know, we were going to do a Zoom today, but I figured Mark Weiss is his name. Mark Weiss is a fucking interesting guy. It was one of the best days I had. I had just gotten here, and Jimmy's like, you want to go to this rock thing? The guy's got, you know, pictures. I didn't know what to expect. I thought he was going to have pictures of local bands. I opened up the door. He's got a picture of fucking, you know, Motley Crue in there when they're like fucking 10. I was like, where the fuck did you get this? And he just started unloading on me. And, you know, it's so weird how, you know, musicians want to be comedians. Comedians want to be musicians, you know. Last night I was watching, 2 nights ago, I was watching Monday Night Football, and Snoop Dogg was on with the two brothers, with the quarterback Payton brothers. You know, I don't know if you watch Monday Night Football, but you can watch it regular with the regular fucking announcers, or you can watch it with the Payton brothers. I always watch it with the Payton brothers when I watch it, because they always have interesting fucking people on. Monday night they had on Homie from fucking Green Bay. That's the best podcast I had in a long time. They had Homie from Green Bay, Snoop Dogg, and Roger Goodell. And then after that, I got bored. I could just watch Monday Night Football for fucking so long. But it was great to watch. Listen, man, a couple of weeks ago, I went on a fucking tear on Twitter. You know, I was watching Pittsburgh one night. I'm a fan of everybody. You want me to tell you I'm a fan of the Giants or whatever? Nah. I like all the fucking teams. I like them all for a different reason. Pittsburgh has been in my blood since, you know, I was a kid. Look what I got on today. Fucking Clemente. I love anything fucking Pittsburgh. Jimmy Florentine gave me this for Christmas. Size 3X. It's nice. It's not that warm, but it was his anniversary on, it was his death anniversary on Saturday, maybe. Yeah. New Year's Day is when Roberto Clemente was fucking dead, or when they found him dead. I had no fucking idea, but that's the day I found out he was dead. He died on the way to Managua, Nicaragua, bringing supplies for the dudes from Earthquake. So I was always loved Pittsburgh, whether it was football, basketball. I don't like the Penguins, but I like the Pirates also. So I'm watching Pittsburgh. I don't know who the fuck they were playing. And they just look like shit. And Ben Roethlisberger, whatever his fucking name is. Listen, I was a fan of his for a while. But then I went to Pittsburgh and people were telling me the horror stories about him and shit. And I was like, I can't watch this guy no more. But then I didn't watch football for a long time, so it didn't fucking matter to me. And I started fucking watching football 2 years ago, and I'm like, what is up with his head? Like, his head looks like my old cat. If you don't fucking cut a cat's dick off, testosterone keeps growing in him, and his head gets really fucking big. Have you ever had a male cat, and they're not fixed? Their fucking head is huge. That's what happened to Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know what the fuck happened to that retard, but I was watching him, and it was one of the worst. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and there was 3 fucking blowouts. That's what it was. And one blowout was justifiable, but the other one, Pittsburgh, was not justifiable. I grew up watching Jack Lambert and Jack Ham and all these fucking savages, and you know, Franco Harris and fucking, you know, the really good quarterback that's on NFL Today. I grew up watching these fucking guys, and I'm watching this. This wasn't even a close to fucking Pittsburgh football. And after the game, I was so upset, I just took it to fucking Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And people were pissed at me. Pittsburgh people understood where I was coming from because I explained myself. I wasn't bashing them. This was not the Pittsburgh I was used to fucking watching all those years. So I went off, and then he was on Monday Night Football this week, and I watched him, and I felt guilty about what I said. You know, his last game was Monday at home. Thank God they're shipping that big-headed fuck out. Hopefully they'll bring in Aaron Rodgers or my man from Seattle, and Pittsburgh will be back in their fucking glory days like I remember them and shit. Not this nonsense I'm watching on TV now. I've been watching sports lately, guys, so I'm getting emotional about this shit, but it doesn't really matter. I had a good time Monday night. And like I said, this is the first week of the year. People are still scattered. I'm fucking scattered. We're going to do the studio this week. Hopefully, I got a couple days now. My mind is everywhere. You know, there's so many things I want to say and do. And there's so many ideas I have with this podcast, but I don't know where to fucking start. But this week, I feel a lot better. Over the off week, I'm going to move some shit around in here. And we're going to get this thing tip-top Magoo. If not, I'll tell you what the other option I had, guys. I'm just going to go dark. I've been thinking about it, just going dark. No more YouTube videos. Just audio. That's it. It's easier on me. I could just talk. I don't have to look in the camera and feel guilty anymore. I don't have to worry about my eyelashes or my eyebrows. I don't have to worry about my nose hair. I don't have to worry about what's behind me. And I could just talk and tell you motherfuckers what's in my heart and do that for 45 minutes and move on. I do not fucking know. We're running all fucking scenarios here. Mike came up today. We're going to install some speakers so the sound quality is better. That fucking thing that Ralphie gave me is good for like a little room. Not if you want to fucking smoke dope and listen to music. It just doesn't cut it. I want to start hooking, you know, earphones and shit like that. I'm getting all these new albums, so I want to change this around, guys. Listen, sometimes you're fucking stale, and I ran into COVID, and just I've had bad luck this year when it comes to fucking, you know, all this shit. I mean, in L.A., I put the feelers out. I could find the garage in fucking 10 days like I did with that office. It just took a little while. I put feelers out fucking 3 months. I think I got like fucking 5 calls, and everything has been, you know, 22, 30 fucking miles away. So the podcast right now, the joint, I'm just been a little confused. The COVID didn't help. The holiday didn't help. Me being down for a few weeks didn't help. But we're going to get this shape fucking place up. Tip-top Magoo for you. I wish I could smoke some reefer back here. I'm really missing smoking with you motherfuckers, but my daughter will be here, and I can't have it. Your dad was in the backyard. I just spoke to my wife. My wife goes, we're having lunch somewhere. We won't be home for a while. I was doing some work around the fucking house. I went in the backyard in the afternoon with my fucking, it's really tough to smoke with that thing outside, too. I don't know if you guys understand. I mean, I love Freeze Pipe and their products. I love their bongs. But I got to be honest with you. If I take that big bong and smoke it in front of my house, the cops will be here in 10 minutes. Anybody who sees that bong, thinks it's like a fucking bomb. You know, I've showed it to people when they come over, when you have to build it. Even the little one, even the little bong is fucking dangerous. So I've had those, like they're like showroom models. I don't want to smoke out of them. I use them for the podcast, take pictures of them. The bubbler I fucking use, and people got mad at me, like, who gives a fuck? When I took the picture before, I had 2 bubblers. I gave one to Mike. I kept the other one, and I didn't smoke out of it because I had smoking out of the other one. So when I put the picture of the clean one up, people were like, what the fuck? Listen, you're not going to, and that's how I know the world's in bad shape. The internet responses, like the comments, used to be bad 10 years ago. Now they're all over the place. People are still accusing me of killing Jesus. You know, it's a fucking nightmare. So we keep fucking trying here. But besides that, I'm swinging, cocksuckers. You know, like I was telling Mike, I don't know about stand-up. I don't know if my agents are going to call me and put me in a fucking movie. Nobody knows what's going on right now. The numbers are high. All I know is I come here on Mondays and Wednesdays and bullshit to you guys, and hopefully we'll make sense out of all this shit. I'm not making sense out of all this shit. I'm just as confused as you are. They've been throwing information at us at such a high rate of speed the last 2 years that we all need a fucking breather, you know? If it was up to me, I'd fucking disappear. But I love you motherfuckers, and I can't leave you in a wretch like this. The world is in a bad place, and you motherfuckers need Uncle Joey, and believe it or not, Uncle Joey needs you cocksuckers too. You know, I'm working hard. I'm trying to put the pieces together with Patreon, everything. I answer my messages. I make my videos. Let me tell you something, the Patreon app, if I could light that fucking thing on fire, I would. Every fucking, you know how many nights I would sit in this table, spend an hour, fucking getting the music lined up, getting it all ready for. Why do you think I stopped doing music on Patreon for the intros? It's an hour. And then you go to fucking put the thing down and you're like, that's not the song I played. It's playing like White Lines. I'm putting up Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and White Lines is coming up. So I got to call my niece. She's got to clean out the fucking hole, put it in there again. Then you got another fucking thing that's from July 18th. So I just said, fuck it. I can't deal with this shit no more because everything's kicking my fucking ass. I said, enough. You know, I love music. I love music to motivate in the morning. Nothing motivates. As soon as I wake up in the morning, and I pee, I get up, I got my dick in my hand, I'm peeing. I'm thinking about what I got to do that day. But I'm also thinking about what song am I going to put on to make me want to stab 3 motherfuckers today. And by the time I fucking wash my hands from the first pee, the song is already in my fucking head. This morning it was MSG, On and On. I love that fucking jam. And there's Michael Schenk, the group, the second album, I think it came out in 81 maybe it came out. Fucking the one side, Michael Schenk is torturing that fucking guitar. I listen to that in the morning and make me want to stab somebody. So when I wake up in the morning, I would get those, I'd bring my fucking little computer back here, I'd get it all keyed up, the fucking speaker, and all of a sudden, an hour of work, and I can't download it on fucking Patreon. I've had enough. I've had enough. So now I just go on there and yell in the morning, get up, stab a motherfucker, stab your mother. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I was reading where that guy stabbed his mother and his father on Christmas Day in Long Island because of child custody and shit. And I'm like, it's getting fucking weirder by the day. Christmas Day, you're going to stab your mother and your father? It's a new fucking world out there. I'm just coming on here on Mondays and Wednesdays just to give you a little levity, just to show you I'm fucked up too, but I'm halfway there. So please bear with me. Next week's shows will be a lot better. We'll have the fucking Zoom. I mean, Zoom is it, guys. That's it. That's it. Unless they come up with Zoom Plus or something. We need something fucking new. We've been Zooming for 2 fucking years. Everybody's fucking Zooming. You know, I watched that thing Monday night. They're fucking Zooming. And you say, when is this fucking Zoom going to end? Then the numbers go up again and we're right back where the fuck we started from. So, even the podcast, unless you're Rogan and you can fucking blood test the guy when he gets there and shit like that. I can't afford that fucking machine. I looked into it. I can't even afford 10 tests. They want $40 a fucking test now. I got them on sale for $18. Now they want $40 a fucking test. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to do my best to keep you fucking sane, me sane, and my house sane. I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. I'll be back Monday, Tip Top Magoo, the 10th, and we'll talk some shit then. This is the first week. Let's just fucking write this off. Say hello to each other. We checked in with each other, and you motherfuckers know I love you. Have a great week, man. We got some great fucking games this weekend. We got some great college basketball, we got everything now. I haven't watched sports in years, and I'm excited again about them. And yeah, I still DraftKings it. I love little DraftKings. I had a great time with DraftKings this weekend, but now I'm just watching college basketball I haven't watched college basketball since fucking Michael Jordan fucking played. So that just goes to show you how busy I've been, cocksuckers. I love you with all my heart. Stay black. Have a great week, and we'll get this all fixed up, and I'll be back 100%. Tip-top motherfucking Magoo. Monday the 10th. It's my daughter's birthday this weekend. I'm excited about that. I can't even have a party because everybody's getting fucking COVID. Can you believe this shit? That means if I was 14, I couldn't even swap spit with a girl, suck her titties this week because you might get fucking COVID. Not that anyway, we're just having 6 little girls sleeping over. I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. Laughing gas is in full effect. Still getting us fucking high. Show me the back there. Boom. There you go. Is it upside down? No. Ah, tremendous. Smells like fucking some guy crossing the border's feet. That's how good that shit smells. Where's the kids at the border? They're probably fucking 20 by now. They're probably driving up the fucking coast by now. They don't talk about the kids on the border no more. What happened? If you know where they are, hit me up. Hey, what happened to the black kid that had flies on him? Same thing. I want to know what happened to the black kid with the flies, and I want to know what happened to the kids in the border. Nobody's talking about them no more. There was thousands of them in cages, and now they disappeared. I don't know. I seen a little Mexican kid in Freehold last week. I was going to ask him, he had one of those tin fucking blankets on and shit. I love you motherfuckers. Stay black. Have a great week. And Uncle Joey still has it somewhere in there. I love you motherfuckers. All right, you bad motherfuckers. I want to thank you guys for putting up with this ear beating on a beautiful fucking Wednesday. You know what, man? You have good days and you have bad days. I've been struggling a little lately, and I'm sorry about it, but we're making a fucking comeback. But anyway, from the heart of New Jersey, the joint is brought to you by DraftKings. Listen, it's the final week of pro football before the playoffs. We got a couple bowl games left. We got NBA basketball. You got college basketball. You got so much to make money on. Uncle Joey's coming at you with a great deal today. Well, DraftKings is here for you. Bet $5 on any football team to win their game. And if you win $200 in free bets. Where are you going to get that at? Some fucking Jamoke sportsbook? No. There's nothing like DraftKings. DraftKings is tremendous. Basketball, college, casinos, baccarat. They got everything. They got a DraftKings Daily Fantasy Football Contest. I don't know if betting ain't your stuff. How about fantasy? Get a free shot at winning millions of dollars in total prizes with your first deposit on DraftKings. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes with DraftKings. Now, if it's not available, like I said, if you don't want to play the fantasy, you got the sports book, and you got a casino with a live fucking guy there playing blackjack with you. DraftKings has put together a tremendous virtual casino. And guess what? Nobody breathes on you, and you can't get COVID in there. But hey, it starts with you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, press code Joey, and let's win some money. Let's make 2020 U2. Let's start it off with a fucking bang. So all you gotta do is use promo code Joey this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit, $1 wager required. One per customer, please. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Now, if you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLE. But if not, head over to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and let's win some money. The joint is also brought to you by CBD Lion. In the world of CBD, CBD Lion is the king. Listen to me, there's a lot of people out there pushing Fugazi products. I've been with CBD Lion for years now. They've been with me. They help me. I love all their products, from the tincture to the cream, to the unscented cream, to the capsules, to the bath balls, to the kinesiology tape. Listen, they do it all at CBD Lion. But listen, let's do this. Just go to CBD Lion, read all the third-party lab results, see what works for you. Maybe they could push you in the right direction for whatever ailment you may have. Press in code Joey and get 10% off delivered to your crib. It's that easy. I love CBD Lion, and so will you. And the joint is also brought to you by Stamps.com, one of my favorites and best sponsors. I'll tell you why. Because they're valuable. If you got a small business, there's nothing more valuable than your time. Stamps.com makes it easy to mail and ship right from your home. It's that easy. Stop wasting time on trips to the post office. You could save time and money and energy with Stamps.com. Send letters, packages for less with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more. Listen, man, my wife has been using Stamps.com. I watch her. It's nice and easy. Just schedule a pickup and the mailman comes to your house and gets everything. All you need is a computer and a standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. Within minutes, you're up and running, printing postage for any letter, any package, anywhere. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup. No traffic, no lines, nobody breathing on your neck, none of that stuff. All you need to do, there's no risk. Save time and money with Stamps.com. What I'm gonna do is use promo code Joey. You get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Joey. That's Stamps.com, promo code Joey. Never go to the post office again with Stamps.com. I want to thank Stamps.com. I want to thank DraftKings, and I want to thank CBD Lion for making it happen this week. But most importantly, I want to thank you guys. Thank you. Have a great week, and I'll see you motherfuckers Monday morning. Tip top Magoo.